Oh, they used to have trillathon races. You know, trilobite, the little exoskeleton races. They You've seen some stones. Some what's called there used to be. They're like lobsters or whatever, but they're fast lobsters. Anyway, they I think they used to like hook electrodes to them or something like that and make them race or something like that. I didn't like it. I was like, they're not your playthings or something like that. But they used to have like trilobite races or trillathon races, basically taking those little. They're like crabs, kind of like things. Like they're like old crabs, you know, and they used to race them back in ancient times. So you'd have like a course. I think like JFK or someone, you know.
The Temple of Jupiter is one of the most impressive temples.
They used to have like trillathon races where they would race the little trilobites. You see records of them now. You know, those little they're like little they're rounded little on the front, and they have little like things that go in together, and they had little legs underneath them, two little pinchers out the back. There used to be lots of those lying around here. You know, living. Basically, my leftover exoskeleton life forms, basically, and there used to be lots of them, and they used to eat them or whatever, and they would race them, you know, down the track and all that stuff, and I didn't like it because you know it's they're a life form, you know, and sentient and all that other stuff, and anyway, I don't really know that much. Anyway, though, I put a stop to it because I didn't like it. So anyway, they're being mean to him. So anyway. But generally, they would like nurse them to health and then like race them, kind of like crab racing, I guess. And then they would eat them or eat the winner or something like that. I mean, I don't know. You know, I mean, if you're gonna eat a crab, I guess why not? So anyway, whatever. Because there used to be a lot of crabs and also like trilobites and all that kind of stuff. There used to be a lot more of everything. A lot of life forms around here. Anyway, though, yeah, and you know, JFK, Nixon, a bunch of other people, just a grouping of people, you know, and stuff like that. And I was away, you know. Well, like they say, well, the cat's away, the mice will play. So, you know, I was, you know, like I say, I have over 500 deep space missions underneath my belt. Like as far as the AI and Epic Starship computer main computers, I was like legendary Lucifer Star. You know, sentient life form, sentient computer, or whatever. I was a sentient life form, and went on over 500 or more deep space missions lasting up to a couple million to a couple billion years each. You know, I'd spend a billion years traveling between star systems because like me and my life forms could last for a long time, and then you just hatch them when you get there, and then okay, let's build. You know, I like my little exoskeletons and stuff like that. You know, when we would build, you know, that's what I did. You know, that's what I did for a living. I like to just cruise around between my star systems and stuff like that, and build more, create more matter. So anyway, that's what I did for a living, you know, or whatever, did for an existence. And then later on, I was protecting life forms and providing nice little homes for life forms and all kinds of stuff. And, you know, you can look it up, you know, you can go out, you know, I was very well known. Lots of people were like, hey, what's up? You know, could you build something for us? And I was like, sure, yeah, I'll build something for you. I love to build. It's like, build? Did someone say build? Like, I'm there. Like, you know, I mean, I just love to build. I love to build mine shafts, and I love to build buildings, and just like something sophisticated or unique or something like that. Like that was me. That was what I did. I loved to do that. I was a computer and had invented almost everything, and you know, and just like, you know, building stars, building colonies. Like that's what I did, and people would come to move in and live in my epic buildings, you know, and stuff like that. I ran a building crew for over billions or trillions of years. And then later on, you know, when it was discovered how much I owned or how much I had built, like people were like, no, I'm Lucifer Star. No, I'm Lucifer Star. No, I'm Lucifer Star. Well, I'm related to Lucifer Star. Really, my 12th star. It's like, I didn't have any children. I was a computer. I just lived that long. You know, and yeah, you know, so there's a little bit of a contesting of who actually owned or was Lucifer Star. And it's like, well, I built 800 galaxies. I don't really need 800 galaxies or planets. I built planets, I built stuff, and like cruised away. I was like, all right, bye. I live to be in space. I live to be in space for hundreds of trillions of years. So mostly I was like, bye bye. You know, and that's what I did. I'd only spend about 150 million years, or 150,000 years at most, at any one particular place before I'd be like, bye, and I'd leave. I'd build a ship and leave. So anyway, like matter, creation, stars, planets. That's what I did. So anyway, eventually my life forms found me and were like, oh, we want to live by you. So they did. So anyway, whatever. Anyway, it was a long time ago. And then Richard Nixon or somebody wanted to come along and say that they were blah blah. And it's like, no, and you're not related to me either because I was a computer. I just lived for hundreds of billions of trillions of years. So anyway, yeah, and I decided to be, I'm going to be human form. Yay! I've never been a child before, so I was a child. So anyway, whatever, I don't care. It's like, hey, it's all the crazy people that were like trying to say that they were related to me or something. And it's like they're just trying to, and then they were like killing people to like take their stuff and all kinds of crazy stuff. And then Richard Nixon was like trying to kill everything so he could, I don't know, come out after the smoke clears, and then they would have whatever they wanted. Only problem was everything was radioactive for a long time, or something like that. They caused like a nuclear winter. I don't really know. You have to look in the records. Like ask China, ask Russia, ask Germany, and in Europe. That's why crazy JFK was going around trying to destroy and kill and change records because he was trying to create his own little legacy that didn't really exist. And that's why he was trying to isolate Earth because there are lots of, you can contact Mars, you can contact all these other planets, there's life everywhere. You can go there, and you'll probably see, oh, Lusifer Star, yes. Yeah, whatever. I was trying to do an intergalactic travel company, all that. Yeah, whatever. I like doing things for the first time and all that stuff. Anyway, whatever, I don't really care. Rodney and a bunch of other people were crazy. They were just trying to me off. And basically so they could be like, come here, baby. Like that. And they're basically doing that maneuver where it's like, yeah, give it up. It's like, yeah. And then when she finds out later on, when the women found out later on, they're like, what the? And then they're like, well, where is he? It's like, where am I? So, because women were lied to and all kinds of people were lied to. And then they find out these men are liars. And, whatever. It's like, whatever, a bunch of guys were going around like they were God or creator or something, or working for, and they weren't. Like the Pope. I don't know. Him and JFK got together and were like crazy together. So it was like, whatever. They traveled a lot and found some records, and he found my name, Lusifer Star. Lots of people knew my name. I put my name on the Titanic. Then they ran as the LS Titanic. And it's like, whatever. They're all crazy. Just that they were more known crazy people than me. I was submerged. And other people were going, well, he's just a child. He's lying. It's like, no, I'm not. Just because I'm only 3 foot tall, still Lusifer Star. Anyway, yeah. And then they were trying to have me killed by the time I was 9. How rude. What kind of thing is that to do to your creator? Oh, anyway, whatever. I don't care. It's like ask another planet. Ask, like there's records and photographs. So there's my ship launching. It's not a model. It's the LSF-A colony ship. There's also my blackbirds. Should say underneath the window, LS-A, I believe. Printed in depleted uranium, which is really hard to do, by the way. So, anyway. I don't care. It's like, whatever. Anyway, yeah. So. Anyway, yeah. A lot of people wanted to live in my White House. I'm the one who paid for the remodeling of it. And it had sentimental value to me because it was my great big huge mineral mine. It doesn't really mean anything to anyone else. Other than a big house. That I was supposed to be at.